Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. We're back above 70 G's, baby. Make some noise for that. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as well as breaking news. Bukele updates El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings, showing a staggering 5,700 Bitcoin, currently valued above $400 million at today's prices of above 70,000 per BTC. We'll also be discussing Hong Kong's in-kind ETF creation. Could be a significant market opportunity, according to analysts. And we all know it's a coming here down the pipeline. We're also going to be discussing the latest from ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, and Bitcoin ETF seeing $15 million comeback as the price taps its best close in the past 10 days. Also, the latest from Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, announcing a Bitcoin buying spree and seeing a $100,000 price tag for the King Crypto. I'll be breaking down his timeline. We'll also be discussing Max Keiser retweeting off the back of this breaking news that Nilam Resources enters letters of intent to acquire 24,800 BTC. Keiser responded, "Finally, this is close enough to the Michael Saylor Playbook. I predict 20 companies will make similar announcements in Q2, $220,000 in play." All this plus so much more in today's show. Now, welcome, crypto fam. Let me know if the stream is loud, clear, and smooth. Good to see y'all out there. Shout out to Silas, Expos John. JV today will be AI generated, right, bro? Cat Press, what it do? Zach says it's going up forever. That's right, Laura. Shout out Crypto Surge. Shout out to the mods. Shout out Dankness. Good to see you, broski. Shout out Jennifer. Shout out K Jam. You already know, Gole. You got that right. Zach says we missed you, JV. Miss you guys too. It's crazy because one day away feels like a lifetime. Oops, you needed a haircut again. Come on now, Silas. Do I need another haircut already? It's only been a few days. What is the second best? That's a great question. Let Michael answer that one.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Much appreciated. Dankness on the feedback. And Jennifer, we're also streaming on Rumble right now, so shout out to the Rumble fam. There's a dual stream as we do. What up, Travis? Good to see you, broski. 1 Doge still equals 1 Doge, says Charles. Stream sounds good. The video's a little jittery, but it's okay, says Cat Press. Thanks for the feedback. Clearly not in the home office, so we on the mobile. What up, Booba? Bubba Fru, JV, 100K next. Send it. We're so damn close. 70 G's. I saw we tapped 71, 70. We're heading towards 72 just yesterday. Pretty epic little run up, considering we were at like 66,000, I think, when we started the day. Nice pumpage. A lot of bullish catalysts in the market. Companies announcing major acquisitions of Bitcoin. This is going to be the main topic of today's show we'll be discussing. Let's go. Welcome, Peter. Welcome all the hodlers. Welcome everyone just joining the stream.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay.
That's right. Shout out OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg. Shout out Daily Dose. Howdy how. Hi, everyone. If you're at work, like me still, you have to hit the like button. Thank you, Crypto Today. It does help out tremendously with the algorithm. I don't know if you guys heard of Impractical Jokers, but I think I just made to be a skit. Just walked into a supermarket and it was like, oh boy, BlackRock boss Larry Fink warns of looming retirement crisis for the global pension savers. Does he prepare ETF to save them? Good question, Stephen. 100,000 before the halving, says Peter. Heading to the moon. Send it, Travis. But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Today is pod episode number 1590. I'm your host, JV, and today is March 26, 2024. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Bitcoin eclipsed 71,000 yesterday. Today, we're still above 70,000 at the time of the live stream, but we have pulled back just a little bit. Looking to make another run here as we continue on in the week. So a great way to start the week off above 70,000. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. Look at that crypto market cap on the rise at 2.63 trillion with 114 billion in volume for the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance at 52.2% and the Ether dominance at 16.3%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours. We got WIF up 17%, Aptos 15%, and ICP 14%, and pretty impressive gainers across the boards. And checking out crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the daily, the majority of the alts, safe to say, in the red, probably roughly 70%. And zooming out on the weekly, virtually everything in the green. And of course, on the monthly, we even have meme coins like WIF up 900%, Pepe 500%, and Floki almost 600%. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, we're currently rated in 81, extreme greed. Yesterday, 75, last week is 79, and last month is 74 in greed. And checking out what else we got to share with you here. The Bitcoin halving countdown. We're only 27 days away. The estimated date scheduled to take place April 23rd. And checking out the time chain calendar. We're currently on block 836,409. And once we hit 840,000, that's when we get the Bitcoin halving, again, estimated to take place in roughly a month. And at today's prices, you can get 1,431 Satoshis for $1. Just the other day, it was like 15, close to 1,600. So it just goes to show you, you're going to be able to get less and less sats as times go by for $1. So take advantage of it. And the current Bitcoin market cap sitting at 1.37 trillion. That's right, $1.37 trillion. Welcome everyone joining the stream. 83,000 incoming, says Daily Dose. Right on to that. Trevor says, great show. Appreciate it, bro.
What's the second best? There is no second best. There is no second best crypto asset.
This is facts. Bitcoin for life, says Skinny P. And welcome everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes to pump the stream. We greatly appreciate it. Sounds good, says DJ Polarizer. Appreciate it, man. What up, Peter? No worries. Glad we're all back here today. Right on, Cat Press. Just purchased a MicroStrategy. Go get it. All bases covered, says Peter. Cheers. What up, fam? Shout out to Doug. He just became a HODL Gang member for the next 2 months. Greatly appreciate you supporting the show through that way, family. So shout out to all the HODL Gang members, all the MicroStrategy, all the Satoshi and Grayscale. We appreciate you. Just completed a 1/10th new record all-time high in my Bitcoin holdings. Congratulations, Cat Press. Love to hear it. Bitcoin just hit 73 today. Holy volatility. Did we hit 73? I was on the road this morning, so I didn't see that. If we did, that's fantastic. Wow. The all-time high is 73,800, so we're so close to re-entering that price discovery right around the corner. Boom. 60 G's, baby. Yeah, Bean, we're just barely in the, holding on to the 69.9 level. I think that's a good point.
60 G's, baby!
Just like that. And Doug just gifted a membership of the channel to DNA Noonan. You've been hooked up. Please thank Doug for that. We greatly appreciate that, Doug. That's awesome, bro. 73, bring it. 60 G's. Some bought the dip today just for historical value. Already at 50%. DJT. Okay, right on. What does that stand for? You already know, Mr. Bone Daddy. Paying it forward. I won't mention hummus and carrots. I promise. Please don't. Tennessee, what up? Mr. Eco Man. But anyways, fam, let's dive into our Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out some of the charts where the price action is likely to go next. As we can see here, Bitcoin swap gains for consolidation at the March 26th Wall Street Open this morning as the price action gave the bulls mixed signals. Here's the 1 hour candle chart. Data from TradingView showed upside fading on the day with Bitcoin dipping up 3.2% and currently circling just shy of 70,000 at the time of this live stream. This is a pretty big deal considering, when we started off February, we were in the low 40,000. So quite the run up we have had in the past, whatever it's been, month and a half. Preliminary data from crypto intelligence firm Arcam put outflows from GBTC just shy of 120 million, considerably less than the average for the past week, quoting them here. Yesterday's ETF net flows saw a minor net inflow at 15.6 million. GBTC saw a net outflow of 350 million. And Dan Crypto Trade shared that. Regardless, the price moved up swiftly during all of this. And at the same time, a lack of bid liquidity below that spot price kept the odds of a return to lower support levels in play. Quoting him again, what's clear is that in terms of liquidity, the path of least resistance is down, and that is not speculation, said Keith Allen, co-founder of Material Indicators. And he shared this chart along with a video showing the nearest patch of significant bids still centered at around 60,000 on the Binance order book. So going forward, Allen said the upcoming weekly and monthly candle closes would be significant. Quoting him again, with last week's close of 68,900 and last month's close of 61,100, we could and should see one or both of those levels challenged relative to the candle close open on Sunday. And also, let's discuss the Bitcoin pricing copying the 2020 breakout. How many of you were here for the 2020 halving and recall Bitcoin smashing the all-time high the following year, November 10th of 2021? Holla. So this is according to Rec Capital. Flipping 20,000 over a 2-week period in 2020, for instance, was what allowed Bitcoin to explore new all-time highs and off for the subsequent 11 months. So Rec Capital focuses assessment of the Bitcoin price patterns around this Bitcoin halving, with the next one due mid-April, roughly a month out. Bitcoin should be in the midst of its pre-halving retracement phase, according to the analyst, quoting him here. First of all, we have satisfied the pre-halving rally. We have seen a fantastic take us to a new all-time high. This pre-halving retrace of 18% has occurred, but it could be over. But of course, this pre-halving retrace exists to enable a sideways range, a reaccumulation structure that sees just a consolidation for a long time. Now, could it be the same case going forward right now? That's something that I am watching out for, as he shared alongside this chart. So what are your thoughts on that? Is this a pre-halving retrace, or are we about to pump it up and re-enter price discovery, tapping all-time highs? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll read some of these comments out loud. Welcome, Ghana Sheka. I just finished accumulating my 45th Ethereum. That's pretty major, family. Congrats. Become a whole coiner if that's possible. I think that's a great goal for everyone here. Silas, cheers to that. I barely had enough in my account to get those 12 shares, says Jennifer. Yeah, what does that stand for again? Drop that, those initials, DJT. Let's go, says Knoxville. Good to see you. Shout out Mr. Bone Daddy. For the last couple of days, I've been waking up expecting to see Bitcoin at 80 G's. Cheers to that.
Well. You know what time it is. Whew. We back, baby.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Sass Commandments.
Shit coins or NFTs, there's no greater feeling than hitting that
Hitting that what?
sweet. Old time high in this bitch.
That's right. Shout out Nick. Shout out everyone just joining the stream as well. See a lot of new faces in here. Shout out Mr. Bring Facts. Quoting, yelling, Bonanza.
Watch it pump to the sky. We just buy and get rich. Old time high in this bitch.
You know it's a coming. When are we going to hit this all-time high once again? When 100 G's? Let me know. Milkshake memory. Base ecosystem is going to blow up even more. Just Aerodrome. Brett will never be the meme mascot for the base. Toshi and Moki op. Tons of buying pressure from the ETFs. Traditional TA is questionable. No need for Xanax when you have Bitcoin, says Skinny. The combination made my funds bleed. That's right, Sammy G. DJT equals no money, no biddy. Oh, bulls are going to be bulls, says Jason. Smash the likes, people. We appreciate it. It does help out tremendously with the algo. So thank you. I forget the exact company, but there's a digital company that just went live 2 days ago. Look up DJT, or you can even look it up in the news. Good to know, Jennifer. Smash the likes, peoples. When 69,420. Maybe this stream here. Pretty close. Checking into the most entertaining crypto channel on the tube. Let's get this money. Cheers to the Lord Drip. This one's for you.
Watch it pump, baby. We just buy and get rich. Get running back. We back in the black. We back in the green.
1 frame per 3 seconds, says Silas. Oh boy. Good afternoon, family. Smash that like for JV putting on such a great show every day. Appreciate that. My apologies if a little choppy. We in the mobile studio today. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We greatly appreciate it. And let's just dive right into our next story of the day. Discuss Nayib Bukele flexing on him, showing his stash here on social media. A Bitcoin for El Salvador, already 5,700 BTC at today's price of roughly 70,000. El Salvador is now holding $400 million worth of BTC, only a matter of time before it becomes billions. So that's right. El Salvador, the nation, the first nation that made Bitcoin a legal tender in 2021, continues to up his Bitcoin holdings. The country's president, Bukele, said on Monday that the nation now owns 5,700 Bitcoins versus mid-March's roughly 5,690. So they acquired another 10 BTC since then. Now, at Bitcoin's current price of 70,000, that means their stash is worth roughly 400 million. And earlier in the month, said his country's Bitcoin holdings have been moved to cold storage and published the address of his Bitcoin wallet. Respect. That wallet showed just under 5,690 BTC, significantly more than what the public trackers of El Salvador's holdings had estimated. The trackers were off because in addition to the country's longstanding policy of purchasing 1 Bitcoin per day, El Salvador was also adding tokens via the sale of passports, currency conversions from businesses, and from mining and government services. Consistently positioning itself as a Bitcoin-friendly nation, El Salvador also this month eliminated income tax on money coming into the country from abroad, making it an attractive destination for foreign investment and Bitcoin enthusiasts. That's a pretty big deal. So in the States, as Biden continues to raise taxes, they're just eliminating them. Talk about Bitcoin country. That's much respect to Bukele for that. The nation also introduced a law in December granting citizenship to Bitcoin investors who make a donation to the government. So shout out again to Bukele. What are your thoughts on him accumulating Bitcoin for the country of El Salvador? And clearly a very genius move. And also, this is the new playbook. Other nations can follow in his footsteps, in which I think nations will. And there are rumors that nations are secretly buying up Bitcoin right now. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Which countries do you think that is? Whether they're getting indirect or direct exposure. You know what I mean? Let me know. Good afternoon, family. Smash the like for JB. Put on a great show. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Soon to become Bitcoin Salvador, right? Hopefully El Salvador will soon offer digital residence. Hello from Poland. Shout out Andrew. Jesus loves Bitcoin most likely. Yes. El Salvador translates to the savior, right? 100%.
Got the team all around me, we rowdy and causing scenes. Where you been? Grab a cup, baby, come and take a sip.
Reasonably, what's the prediction of the Bitcoin price and when, especially with the halving coming up? Well, you come to the right show. We're going to be discussing that, Ember.
Oh my bad, yo, what's up? Man, you didn't buy the dip. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's really gotta suck.
El Salvador is the new old America. USA owns over 210,000 Bitcoin. Yes, through confiscation, right? Like Silk Road. I got Rick rolled today. Oh boy. Downtime. Digital World Acquisition Group and Trump Media Tech Group. They merge in the ticker symbols DJT. Wow. That's interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. Bitcoin is being adopted around the world.
Only problem that we got is that we didn't buy enough. Man, I joke. Man, I kid.
Let's go. Anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. Let's dive right into our next story of the day. We discussed the 5,700 BTC, $400 million Bitcoin stash for Nayib Bukele's country of El Salvador. Now let's discuss some adoption out of Hong Kong. The title reads, Hong Kong in-kind ETF creation could be a significant market opportunity, according to analysts. That's right. Hong Kong's financial regulators aim to offer in-kind creation models for the spot Bitcoin ETFs. This could be a significant market opportunity, which could be considerably increase their assets under management and trading volume for Bitcoin ETF issuers in the region, according to a research note by Bloomberg ETF analysts. Quoting him here, Hong Kong is aiming for in-kind creation of the ETF, unlike the US, where the transaction is cash only. In the US, it's cash in, Bitcoin ETF out, while Hong Kong aims for Bitcoin in, ETF out. Interesting. This could be an opportunity for the market. Hong Kong's approach is in contrast with the model of the US's SEC, which only allows cash creation models for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, the US Bitcoin ETFs have amassed a total of $11 billion worth of flows since their launch, with a net negative of $1 billion in net flows last week before starting to pick up March 25th. And after 5 consecutive days of negative outflows last week, the spot Bitcoin ETF saw over 15 million worth of flows in March 25th. That is the same day Bitcoin price recorded its highest daily close above 69,000 in the past 10 days. Now bolstered by the ETF inflows, Bitcoin price reclaimed 70,000 March 25th as investors resumed accumulating Bitcoin off the exchanges. The Bitcoin supply on Coinbase reached a 9-year low of 344,856 BTC. And my apologies, I meant to be sharing the screen as I was reading this story. I just noticed it. Last week's negative spot Bitcoin ETF inflows aren't a long-term concern for Bitcoin holders in price action. Bitfinex analysts shared right here, even though negative ETF outflows featured heavily last week, all of it is from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, as investors both switched out of the higher fees demanded by GBTC and also take profit, especially as many of these investors are long-term hodlers who entered during the bear market. GBTC investors are not the only sellers in the market, while whale activities have also indicated significant profit taking. So there you go. And I mean, as Balchunas points out here on X post, looks like Hong Kong is going to allow the in-kind creations and redemptions for spot Bitcoin ETFs in Q2, unlike the US, in which is creations only, which can help spark those assets under management and volume in the fast-growing region. So there you go. We have game theory playing out, other countries around the world adopting Bitcoin, and of course, these ETFs are a pretty big deal. So here we go. We're also going to get them from El Salvador, which will be different as well, with Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. And I do think the more competition, the better. We do note the stream is choppy. Appreciate the heads up, but we're going to keep it going. Welcome, y'all. Need to get digital residency in either Hong Kong or El Salvador, says Jennifer. That'd be pretty lit. What up, Serge? Shout out Streamlabs. Welcome to Vaughn. Welcome everyone just joining us.
Know exactly what we did. Now we pull up in the whip. Cause we just hit. Look, pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit, you just stay like King Kong.
What's up? What's good, Raven? Appreciate you tuning in. In kind, nice, exactly. It means you could actually invest your Bitcoin into it, but you're not going to get it out. But with El Salvador, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out will make that a very unique product. And we'll see what some of the other countries are going to do about it. What's good? Welcome, welcome. Protect me harder, Gary, says Cat Press. Bitcoin is shaping up the crazy in 2025. You guys already know. But anyways, let's continue on to our next story. Let's discuss a little more in detail these Bitcoin ETFs, shall we? We closed the day above 69,000 as we know yesterday. So I just want to go right into the ETF information here. So yeah, I mean, the ETFs are coming in strong right now. Check this out. After 5 consecutive outflow days, Bitcoin spot ETF saw 15.4 million USD flow in on Monday, plus 262 million just from Fidelity, as broken down here on this chart from far side. It shows you on that table. While GBTC outflows remain significant at 350 million per data from the far side. In a characteristically optimistic outlook on what might be to come, popular trader and analyst Matthew Hyland saw the path towards six-figure Bitcoin price territory reopening, quoting him here. If this turns into the clearing of the funnel area for Bitcoin, then increased likelihood of a run up to 100,000 is incoming. He previously revealed a reset on the classical Bitcoin price metric to levels that last occurred when Bitcoin traded at 40,000 late January. The RSI, which is the relative strength index, values flushing below the key 50 level March 20th and had been a good signal for the rebound. Daily RSI stood at just above 60, still below the classic bull market territory, which is above the 70. Also, there is a Bitcoin futures gap, as pointed out here, left over the weekend at 64,000, which remains unfilled, quoting analyst Cullen. Another option for Bitcoin after filling the upper CME gap, now fill the lower and consolidate in a triangle before pushing higher. He also mentioned here, this is coming from Dan Crypto trades would not look at this gap too much as long as the price is so far away. Often during big breakouts, we leave gaps like this behind. And he does make a great point, especially with Bitcoin now at roughly 70,000. So, we're most likely, in my opinion, just to continue pumping and re-entering price discovery, then correcting all the way back down there. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the chat. And I'll read some more of that here. Still in 69,000. That's right. The U.S. government has indicted KuCoin. Get your money out of there. I did see that in the headlines as well. So any investors with any funds of crypto sitting on the KuCoin exchange, if you can move it out while you still can. I am the only one. And then I also saw in a headline that Gensler and the SEC are seeking a $2 billion judgment to Ripple Labs. Brad Garlinghouse responded to that as well. So SEC collecting billions, pretty wild. Appreciate the insights, Jennifer. That's exactly what I will be doing. Appreciate it. I apologize if the stream is choppy, but we're going to continue getting the news out. We're going to continue with this rich dad target of $100,000 and him talking about accumulating more Bitcoin. And let's just start with this recent tweet. He just shared this, pretty detailed too, March 25th. So this was yesterday. He wrote, I am buying 10 more Bitcoin before April. Why? The halving. If you can't afford a whole Bitcoin, you may want to consider buying 1/10 of a coin via the new ETFs or Satoshis. If the Bitcoin process works as designed, you may be a whole Bitcoin by the end of the year. Now, I don't know if he truly understands Bitcoin by this particular statement, unless I'm misinterpreting what he is trying to say, but it almost sounds like he's saying your Bitcoin will multiply in Bitcoin by 10. Well, it won't. Your Bitcoin amount will always remain the same Bitcoin amount, but it will multiply in US dollar value. So a little difference there. But anyways, I expect Bitcoin to be 100,000 by September 2024. If you are not into Bitcoin, I suggest buying silver coins, preferably US Silver Eagles. My friend Andy Sheckman states that once abundant supply of silver is nearly gone. He has a standing order for 100 million in junk silver and can find pre-1964 silver coins to fill the order. Why is this happening? A, because the smart money knows the U.S. is the biggest debtor nation in the world. China's property market is toast. Japan has been in a depression since 1990. Germany is sliding into a depression. A mom and pop consumer are living on credit cards. Banks are in trouble, and the world is on the brink of war. Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin maxi, asked, question, what do you call people who insist on saving fiat currency? Fiat currency, as we know as fake currency. And Michael Saylor responded, poor. In fact, there's a song about it. Check it out.
But most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit. People.
I'll keep playing it throughout me reading it. Michael Saylor, Annie Sheckman, and me do not want you to be poor. Please start acquiring gold, silver, Bitcoin if you already have not started. Of the three, silver is the most affordable for the most people. Bitcoin is $70,000 a coin. Gold is $2,500 a coin. Silver is $35 a coin.
That use fiat currency as a store of.
Please don't be a poor person saving fake money. Almost everyone in the world can afford at least one silver coin or one Bitcoin Satoshi. That's right. As I mentioned earlier, you can get over 1,400 Satoshis for a single dollar. Be smart, take action, and take care. Back to the track.
Store of value. We call them poor. We call them poor. People.
So there you go. Let me know your thoughts on that, and shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. Now, I know nothing about precious metals. I've never been an investor of them. Robert Kiyosaki has been for a long time, since I've been reading his books since a young man, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So yeah, he is still bullish on gold, silver, and now he is very bullish on Bitcoin. I think he announced not too long ago that he holds 66 Bitcoin and that he was purchasing 10 more Bitcoin. So that would give him 76 Bitcoin, and he's going to continue to accumulate because he knows that's what the smart money is doing. Invest into Bitcoin. It has the greatest upside potential. It's the only asset with a finite limited supply. So therefore, it is superior to precious metals, in which they can continue to find each and every year. But nonetheless, family, now let's dive into our featured story of the day and discuss the latest from Max Keiser. He recently tweeted on the back of this major news of Nilam Resources entering a letter of intent to buy 24 24,800 Bitcoin. Here's what Max Keiser responded via this tweet. Finally, this is close enough to the Michael Saylor Playbook. I predict 20 companies will make similar announcements in quarter two, $220,000 in play. And as Dylan LeClaire shared, Nilam Resource enters letter of intent to buy 24,800 Bitcoin. A letter of intent, so subject to any terms of the equity sale, reverse mergers, and SPOCs to raise capital to buy Bitcoin through public markets will intensify. Now, how do you feel that would impact the Bitcoin price action, family, if 20 more companies followed, ultimately speaking, the Michael Saylor Playbook? That's pretty massive. Can someone run the math? At 70,000 per coin, what kind of purchase is that? Can someone run 70,000 times 24,800, which is the intent of how many Bitcoin they're looking to buy? And let's break down this story further. Here we go. This was just announced as well. So Nilam Resources today announced it'll enter into a letter of intent with Cyberdata Ltd. to acquire 100% of the common stock of special purpose equity to be established under the name Mindwave that will hold 24,800 Bitcoin. Nilam Resources will issue a newly authorized preferred class of Series C stock in exchange for 24,800 Bitcoins at a discounted rate relative to the current market prices. Nilam Resources, Inc. will acquire 100% of the capital stock of Mindwave, a special purpose entity in Mauritius, which will hold digital assets including 24,800 Bitcoins and other assets. These assets will serve as collateral to raise capital for investment in high yield generating projects. The acquisition marks a significant strategic milestone for the company, representing over $1 billion in digital assets. Quoting them here, the company and the team have been working diligently over the last several months to finalize all agreements and due diligence necessary to proceed to a legal binding letter of intent, said their CEO. Now, with the current market rally and the financial markets recognition of Bitcoin as the gold standard, that's right, they would even say gold is the poor man's Bitcoin. In the future of digital transactions, this transaction brings Nilam Resource assets with a value exceeding $1 billion. This acquisition and resulting strategic partnership align with Nilia's vision, mission, and core values, a future where finance is inclusive and sustainable, pioneering transparent, impactful solutions while driving positive change in the digital economy. Quoting them again, transparency, innovation, and sustainability define us. We prioritize clear communication, embrace cutting-edge ideas, and invest in projects with enduring social and environmental impact, further commented their CEO. The terms and the provisions of the acquisition will be detailed in one or more definitive agreements. It is expected that the acquisition of 100% interest in Mindwave, thereby making it a subsidiary of Nilam Resource. The shareholders of Mindwave will exchange their equity interest in Mindwave for a new class of preferred shares, Class C authorized and issued by Nila. Now, the new class of preferred stock is expected to comprise of a number of preferred shares of the company. And I'm going to leave it at that, but this is ultimately a way to satisfy security laws, which we know there was a big law enacted in 1933, which was the Securities Act, yada, yada, yada. And if you're not familiar with Nilam Resources, it's an investment holding company that stands at the forefront of innovation and strategic evolution. I read it's something to do with ultimately technology for schools and education and things of this nature. So very promising to hear big news like that. And what are your thoughts with what Max Keiser had to share off the back of this news? Ultimately predicting 220,000 Bitcoin coming out of 20 companies making a similar announcement in quarter two. And good Lord, let's look at some of the numbers of what this represents, and then we'll times it by 20 and see the potential of what quarter two can be looking like for adoption here with Bitcoin. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. We greatly appreciate y'all's support. Pump the likes to pump the stream, especially if you're getting value out of today's content. Coinbase has 9-year low of Bitcoin on the exchanges. Can you say supply shock? Absolutely. Bitcoin, there is no second best. Hillum HQ is a PO box, says Phil C. The move up, we all hodl our Bitcoins, the more it goes up. This is true. Hodl be thy name. KuCoin's going to collapse, predicts Keve. They're under some issues right now for sure. The number there is, wow, 700 million. That's just one company. So to buy roughly 25,000 Bitcoin is going to cost you 700 million. That's virtually 750 million. Now, what if 20 companies did that? Whoa, maybe $15 billion could usher into Bitcoin from these corporations if they follow the Saylor Playbook. So let's see. The future is all green, 100%.
The biggest crypto failure in history is probably FTX at $9 billion. Were you the chairman of the SEC when FTX collapsed?
Yes.
That use fiat currency, we call them poor.
So for the Q&A session, welcome everyone just joining us. I'm going to stick around here. I know the stream's choppy, but I know you can hear my voice, so feel free to ask me anything you like. We're dual streaming right now, so we're on the tube here mobily as well as on Rumble. So I'm going to stick around for 20 minutes, answer as many questions as I can. So feel free to share anything you want to share. We could discuss.
Old time high, old time high, old time high in this bitch. Watch it pump to the sky. We just buy and get rich.
Let's go. Been stuck in meetings, just got free to catch the stream. I'm just of South Baltimore. This Key Bridge thing is wild. Wow. Yes, I saw that earlier. I saw Tate shared on X that he believes it was someone hacked the ship. Because he's like, see how the lights go off before it, crashes into the bridge, yada, yada, yada. So what is the official narrative on, the lame stream? Let me know. I'm curious. You already know, Serge. I believe max Bitcoin will soar while fiat goes down like the Baltimore Bridge. Ouch. Whoa.
Old time high, old time high, old time high in this bitch. Watch it pump, pump, baby. We just buy and get rich.
Yeah. Who produces products if they all follow Michael? Asked Stefan. I'd at least like a few ounces to rub together, says Data. Nilm is a penny stock. It's unrealistic. They can buy 24,000 Bitcoin. Trading is an retirement account. May take one full day plus to clear. Devon, bullish, rocket ship to the moon. Send it, family.
More than 5 sats in your stack, then get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song. Where's broke, have a toke, we smoked them like a bomb.
Yo. W Stream, thank you, Palestinian. Welcome. So far, it's just been called an accident, right? Mechanical, electrical failure is the official word. The governor ruled out terrorism. Good to note, Alan. Thank you. There's a meme coin on Solana called The Bridge with a picture of the collapsed bridge. Wow, they move fast, these crypto folks. You kidding me? Wow, that's pretty wild, yo. A local pilot would have been guiding the ship out, says Thelis. Right on. Well, it could have been a power failure because you see the stacks blowing as smoke. It could have been a gear, engine, or steering, or software. So it could be a lot of things, eh? Or a hack. System failure. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, we heard Kramer report that. He said, we bought more bags till we got a sword back.
The lights have to be off when in the harbor. Only navigation lights to remain on. It is normal. 500 push-ups, brother. I'm going to crank out my push-ups after the stream. Don't you worry about JV. You know what I mean? I got this. Hi from Scotland. Shout out, Mark. Good to see you, broski. How's life in Scotland? Let me know. And thanks for joining the stream and hanging out with your boy. Yeah, a lot of things are happening crazy. The moon was out last night. Terrorist attack in Russia. Then the bridge. Then people getting pushed in the train tracks. Really? And New York City. And man, sorry to hear all this. It's crazy. I try to stay away from the news. Sometimes you can't run from it because it just appears on your social media. It's like, why is all this on my timeline? I don't follow these folks. It's crazy. Michael Saylor at Bitcoin Atlantis. Yeah, man, I actually have a clip from Saylor at Bitcoin Atlantis. Check it out. This is from his presentation.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset. You agree?
Of course. But yeah, highly recommend you guys check it out. Also, Jack Mullers killed it with his presentation as well.
And there is no second best asset.
Ship has been resistant to tech control. Hack unlikely to see this. Wet and cold, says Mark. They're taking or talking about rebuilding a new bridge to the ship proof. That's ridiculous. They just need to tug escorts of the big ships to the bridge.
And that is why we are here, right? Because we need an asset. Bitcoin is the best. There is no second best.
Facts. Yeah, that was Saylor at the Atlantis, Portugal conference, in which there was just recently. Thank you, Devon. Greatly appreciate that. Man, it blocked like 2 comments. I wonder what's triggering the blocks. Who knows? JV Juggernaut Vlogger. I dig it. I dig it, Skinny P. Larry Pedro from Dothan, Alabama. Good to see you, broski. Good to see you guys. And we are live and in the flesh. I know the stream's choppy, but I'm on my mobile today. I'll be back at the home office in a few days. Today I'm in Florida, no Puerto Rico. Yeah. And that's right. Thank you, Streamlabs. We also have a second YouTube channel, which is clips.cryptonewsalerts.net. Link in the live chat. Be sure to follow us over there as well. Subscribe. That's where you'll find short format content, such as shorts and clips from the daily stream. This channel, we do all the long content. We do the typically anywhere from an hour to 2 hour stream each and every day for the pod. And then we have the premieres in the evening, which is the edited version of the pod, slendered down to maybe 30 minutes of content from instead of 90 minutes or whatever it typically is. And we always do those premieres here on the channel at 10 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have our premiere tonight as well. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that. They are saying that it is an accident, but it's too weird to watch. The long video has the ship too close to the edge of the harbor from when it left the anchorage. Right on, Jennifer. What brought you to Florida? Visiting family. Family. Yes. Rebuild the bridge with Bitcoin. Always will be above water. Amen to that. 86 degrees in clear water. Is the Nipster happier? Actually, it gets cold. You got to wear a sweater out here in Florida. And very early in the morning, he gets cold, and very late at night, because Puerto Rico is always hot. Here, it's hot when the sun's out, but it gets a little cooler in the evenings for sure. Yes, and we also have a Discord. You'll notice the link in the chat if you guys want to join the Discord. I highly encourage it. Drunk pilot captioning.
Can't short your dork, we can't afford that. Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that.
Right? How's the weather in Florida? Have a fantastic out there. Yeah, man. Can't complain. Stretching here. The weather's fantastic. It's beautiful out. Great beach weather. Great time to spend outside for sure. Yeah, I don't know what's censoring you. What kind of words you're trying to use. These algorithms are crazy out in these streets. Just spitting facts right on. I will give you some Scooby snacks if you come to Coral Springs. Scooby snacks are always nice. Sounds like you're almost closer to the cardboard box than the 100,000. Thank you, Downtime. I appreciate the support.
Again. Call me 3AC cause I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump.
Wow, 49 in Idaho. That's pretty cold. Gosh. Yeah, so yes. Censorship on social media is wild. That's why we have a Rumble as well, family. We encourage everyone to follow us on Rumble for the Rumble stream. I'm in Coral Springs too. Oh, wow. A lot of people in Florida. I got a big project in Fort Lauderdale, so it'll be in town in a few months. Oh, nice, Baller Bill. What kind of projects do you do? We need to borrow from El Salvador to fix it. Right? Bukele is helping the world. He offered his help in Haiti. Now he'll probably offer to rebuild the bridge the correct way. Yes, build it back better. Come to Coral Springs. We can talk crypto and smoke the crippy. Michael. And do some push-ups. DataByter, they use local pilots that board the entry-exit steering. They'll rule all. You missed Kamala Harris clapping at a... Yeah, I saw an X. They were like making fun of her in Spanish, singing songs, like offensive, and then she's like clapping along, like, wow, this is amazing. She's a joke. You're back. Awesome. Thank you, Neri. You missed me. Have you been watching MicroStrategy stock price? I haven't, but I would imagine it's going through the roof. Is that accurate? Let me know. Because I have no clue. I honestly don't follow stocks unless I see it from X when I'm searching. Snow and rain here in Salt Lake. Oh, boy. Can you imagine trying to pilot a ship out of the port and then your control screen disappears and a Microsoft logo asks you to download a software update? Jesus. JV does have Scientology energy. Come on now, see this. But yes, Clearwater is the headquarters of Scientology. That is fact. 35 this morning. Trail walking. I'm ready for the spring, summer. Right on, Devon. Snow and rain here in the Salt Lake. Probably get federal help rebuilding, being the Baltimore Beltway. Wow, 330 yesterday. Is that the MicroStrategy stock, AR? Cheers, Neri.
It drop foot, but it's still not slowing it up. I can't wait till the Fed starts showing its love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Yes. You guys think we continue this pump here by tomorrow? Let me know. All-time highs in play. MicroStrategy 1881. Is that right now? Is Diddy arrested yet? Asked Devon. I don't know. I haven't been watching the news. Let me know. I heard the FBI raided his crib, but you know what I mean? Someone probably texted him like, they're coming for you. Just leave and we'll make it look like we're going to get you. And then he dipped in his private whatever. Charles Schwab platform won't let me even see DJT. Wow, maybe because Trump's involved? Why do you think that is? Does Scientology like Bitcoin? That's a great question. I have no freaking clue what they like. We got to ask Tom Cruise. I've been playing with a stock trainer app lately, and when Bitcoin dipped last week, MicroStrategy dipped 1,400-ish. It's almost 1,900 now. Wow. Oh, 330 up from yesterday. Now it makes sense. Thank you, AR. Wow. That's a pretty significant increase for a stock. I think he's in the Caribbean, says DataByter. Probably. Diddy didn't get arrested even when they saw... I heard his children got arrested when they raided the house, but Diddy didn't even get arrested. Interesting. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, he probably has immunity. Can't do no harm. Diddy is the fall guy for the Democrats, says why bother? Now it makes sense. Team Dem. Wow, $1,880 for, was that one share of MicroStrategy? How many of you are invested in MicroStrategy? Let me know.
Do your thing, let me do my thing.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Hey, pay attention on how I break this Bitcoin slang down.
MicroStrategy is a roller coaster that is going up. Some TA, Bitcoin forming a bull flag. Buckle up, fam. We're going to be flying. Let's go. Nice.
You know we about as long as a piece of string.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
It's already listed on the stock market, Jennifer says, for DJT. MicroStrategy is my largest position, says Silas. Nice. What other stocks are you invested in besides MicroStrategy? I'm going to guess some miners, maybe. 66 for MicroStrategy. Nice. If Diddy didn't get locked up for POC, he won't now. Yeah, some would say Diddy had, made the hit that got two of the greatest rappers of all time hit. I'm going to say those words because we're on YouTube. I bought it on Robinhood yesterday. Oh, nice. Is it already up since you bought it, Jennifer? I put in $1, says Higher Self. What'd you put in $1? My $5 turned to a $6.30. Wow. $5 turned into $6. Aaron, wow, to the crypto party, but trying to stack them sats. It's never too late, family. You're still early on the grand picture here. Themes of 2024, Bitcoin AI. And what does that say? Anti-fat drugs. Are you trying to say that people are fat? Have you been to Walmart? I know DWalk is listed, of course, and up. I thought DJT was in the future. A few weeks. Nice. I want to check that out, says Data. Right on. How deep are we with this Bitcoin and ETH? It's deep, yo. ETH, new all-time high incoming. Bitcoin, new all-time high incoming. Let's see if we hit it this week. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
It's not listed on TradingView yet. That is interesting. Is it a conspiracy? Let me know. I love Bitcoin without any CEO and makes no exemption from Michael or exception. That's right. Michael Saylor got the blueprint. Let's see how many more companies can virtually print money out of thin air by borrowing it at virtually nothing. Saylor borrows money at 0.6%, and he just borrows billions, and he just buys Bitcoin with it. I mean, don't get no better than that. And then you don't got to pay it back till 2032 in a few more halvings. Sign me up. How many want the Michael Saylor put, the Michael Saylor deal? Let me know. It's due to the net there, Freddie. Mr. Freddie Krueger. All-time high. That's right. Investing theme JV. What does that say? Novo, Nordstick, and Eli Lilly stock up big due to the anti-fat injections. Oh, wow. So we're saying the most bullish stocks right now are going to be either Bitcoin-related, AI, or anti-fat. You're onto something. It's on TradingView. Just couldn't find it yesterday. It's at 59. Nice. I would have made $9 as Data. Right on. DJT went up from yesterday. Nice. And you said it just officially launched and went live? Pretty interesting.
You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
Andrew Gass asked how. What are you asking how for? I love Bitcoin without any CEO. Like how he does it, I think it's because his business produces so much cash. It's like cash rich, as many companies are, like the Apples of the world. And so they're able to virtually borrow as much money as they want because their income is insane. So they can just borrow capital. They do some shenanigans with converting convertible notes, and they somehow borrow insane amounts of money. It's very interesting. And a lot of other big companies can follow that playbook. That's what's so interesting about it. The blueprint is there. How many other people are going to launch speculative attacks against the central banks? That's what's at play here. I'm going to sell my DJT because I hodl everything. Jennifer. I like the chicks, so I am bearish on anything anti-fiat. Interesting.
If it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million. It's either nothing, right? If it's nothing, then it's getting scrubbed out.
That's right, Michael.
And banned. And
now, we
of
all
course,
know Bitcoin is the best asset.
Fast while you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash because it's moving fast.
Well, anyways, fam, I'm going to end the stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back this evening at 10 p.m. Eastern for the premiere. It's been a blast, as it always is. Thanks for the likes, the subs, the comments, the interaction, and all that fun stuff that comes along with it. I'll see you guys later.